Hello everyone, this is Lien and welcome to our June newsletter video for our healing and wellness Qigong group practice on Zoom. The first thing I would like to say thank you everyone who have shared their feedback and have sent me emails or called me up telling me, sharing with me their healing journey and how much they get out of the video that I share with them on my YouTube channel. And they was very happy that I start to make video again. So I would like to tell you that I have promised that I will make more video, but it just been very busy and I try to slow down. I try to take things one at a time. So far, I haven't made that many video yet, but I promise you, I will do it as soon as I can. Okay? Some of you have asked me if I can talk a little bit about myself, who I am, how I started the practice, and how I connect to Qigong healing. How was my healing journey? So today I'd like to take that opportunity and share with you a few things. Okay? The first thing that I would like to share with you is we need to love what we do and we need to do what we love. And that is always the main key for myself. Whatever I do, I am always at my best. And with that, it have helped me tremendously. I find that a long time ago, when I first start out Qigong, I did it because that was one of the requirements in school when I was on training for my profession. I have to do Qigong every day. And I did it because I have to do it. I didn't enjoy it. I did not get much out of that. Until several years later, my neck started to develop a knot. And I'm sure that some of you already heard the story. That blockage started out about the size of the pea, right at the center of my neck. And eventually it rolled big as a golf ball. And nobody could help me to release. I was so chicken out to go to the doctor. And also at that time, I did not have insurance. So I have to seek alternative healing. Finally, I met a healer. And through the healer, I was told that that blockage is a message that the universe tried to send to me. They want me to slow down. I work very hard. I just cry and I say, I have a family to support. I have a mortgage to pay. I need to work. The Holy Spirit said that I need to enjoy every moment. And they start to teach me how to relax, how to calm down, and how to connect to the Holy Spirit so they can be there for me anytime I need and help me and guide me so I don't have to work too hard. And at that time, I wasn't intuitive. I have no intuition. And I was only concerned to heal myself. That is the main thing. So whatever they say, I say yes, yes, yes. But my main thing was just asking them, but this block, would it go away? And they told me I need to go home practicing Qigong. They say that if I practice in Qigong, it would go away and I would be completely healed. I remember our conversation. I told them I knew Qigong, but I did not remember the form because it wasn't my passion. It wasn't my passion. And they told me I don't need the form. Do the free form. Turn on the music and just go with the music, just like I went dancing. So I don't need to know any particular form, any particular movement. And that's what I did. That's what I did. I was, I have a lot of anxiety at that time because I need to heal myself. I need to work to support my family. So I went home and I diligently practiced. I practiced day and night, every single day, many hours a day. Within 3 weeks, that block totally disappeared, completely healed. So that is how I start my healing journey. I was so happy, so excited. And since then, Qigong is I don't want to say it was my passion right away, but I just say, wow, that was so powerful. If Qigong could heal me like that, I want all of my clients and friends know about Qigong. I like to see everybody completely healed and no more suffering. So I decided I need to find a teacher. I need to find a master. But there was no master where I live. There was some certified instructor, but there was no master. My friend in San Francisco, a very dear friend, more like my mentor, she knew about the problem with my neck, but she did not know that I was supposed to connect to the Holy Spirit and I would receive the guidance. So one day she connected with me and she said, Lynn, I just attending a workshop with a very powerful master. And I remember you. And I bought all of the learning material and I would send it FedEx to you right away so you can watch it and heal yourself. you know. Uh, she sent that to me. I received it the next day. I looked through the material, I watched the DVD, and I started to practice Qigong. She sent me the level 1 and level 2. So the level 1 wasn't difficult. The movement was so easy. I practiced right away. And then throughout that evening, I learned the level 2. I learned the level 2 on how to help other people heal. And the next morning, I went to work and I like to try that right away on my clients. And at that time, I already have a private practice. I used to do massage. So everybody that come for massage, I offer them a healing session, a Qigong healing session. And one of my clients, she have a type 2 diabetes. And just practicing on her for, it's been a long time, so I don't remember exactly how long, but I say maybe like a week or two. And it happened that she had to go to her doctor for a blood test. And I did tell her that I like to use as a, I like you to practice with me, and I like to make a case study out of your condition. And for a short time, I say around 2 weeks, she went for a blood test, and the doctor told her that her blood test at that time was the best in 2 years. The doctor told her that whatever she did, she need to continue on. So every morning, I have a Qigong practice group in my office. She and I and another of my friend, the three of us, we practice every day. And then on Saturday, once a week on Saturday, we met at the beach and we start to have more people come to practice with us. So that is part of my journey. Uh, I really believe in Qigong, and I just love to see people get the benefit of Qigong. And as I see in it, and I am with my clients and my friends, I love to hear the wow. I love to see how happy they are when they get the healing benefit from Qigong. And that is how my passion started. I love what I do, and I do what I love. I like to empower people to take charge of their own health and be able to heal themselves well instead of have to counting on other people. So when I saw quite a few people miraculously healing themselves, I pay attention and I decide I need to go for formal training. Yes. So I have formal training since then, and I met several very powerful masters, teachers, and I learned so much from them. Most of my masters, I can feel the joy, the happiness in them, and they all have a rough life with their help. And just for practicing Qigong, they was able to heal themselves miraculously. Many of them, they have issues with their own health since they was very young. And as their master healing themselves, they commit to diligently practice so they can help other people. They devote themselves instead of have a regular life just like other children. They stay with the practice, they meditate, they practice in Qigong. They want to be powerful as their master. But that have nothing to do with the ego. It's on from here. Loving, caring, and want to see the world is the best for everybody to live. So as I get to know my master or I read their story, that empower me. I like to be just like them. I like to be just like them. And what really empowered me is I need to bring out the best on what I do. I love what I do, but I also like to bring out the best on what I do, on what I practice. And I have to say that I should not take the whole credit because our wisdom, our practice, our commitment have a lot to do with our life. It have a lot to do with our karma. It have a lot to do with our passion, what we set our goal for our life. As I learned with so many masters, and everybody taught me how to use the saw finger to break out the magnetic field and pull out the blockages and throw it away. I can just do it like that, right? But somehow, intuitively, I know there is more than that. There is more than just this and this. There's a lot more than that. And I was so focused. I was so focused just for doing this. And probably some of you have learned from me and know my style on healing, but most of you you don't know. Just for using the saw finger, I was so focused. So focused. And focus is something we all do when we do healing. But I just might share with you something you might think that this is a secret. But for me, nothing is a secret. Whatever I know, I want everybody to know. Because I want everybody to be as good as I am. When I use the saw fingers and that unconditional love from my heart vibrate out, that laser beam can cut through no matter whatever kind of the blockade. That blockade could be as hard as a rock or as soft as a cotton ball. And that is the arc of healing. Just for that alone, it, take, it took me a while to develop that, and I did that. I believe that. I need to master what I do so I can be very effective with my work to help people. So when we have training or we have a master class, I will share with you how I use my soul fingers, how I can cut through everything and get to the point. Because if now I talk about that, it will take a lot to say, right? Yeah, but this is the powerful soul fingers. So here, let me repeat it. Number one, love what you do and do what you love. You need to bring out the best on what you do. Healing is not about a piece of paper. Healing is about open our heart, share our love, doing the best for others. That is true healing. Now, let me share a little bit of that. When I went to massage school, I wasn't very good with massage. I have to go, and I never want to become a massage therapist. I wasn't. That's not something I want to do. I don't want to touch people. That's how I used to think. And because of that, I wasn't good in class. So I want to change my profession. That's why I went back to school. But I wasn't good. During that time, I used to come to a Buddhist temple, and I have to drive very far to come to this Buddhist temple. The Buddhist temple is about almost like 2 hours from my house or an hour and a half. But I went there very often because I like the practice there. I like to learn the Dharma. So I went there. So one day I went there and the abbot, he saw me and he said, Colleen, Colleen, Ko mean auntie, Lin, my name Colleen. How come you look so sad today? What happened to you? So he was so nice. He's just a young monk, but he's very nice. And I say, brother, I don't feel good. I have a lot of worry. I start to take classes to become a massage therapist. But that's not something I want to do. I have a hard time. I'm not good on touching people and give them massage. And he was so kind. He said, come here, you need to sit down and I will teach you a lesson. His lesson affected me for the rest of my life. He said, massage had nothing to do with whatever you put oil on and you use your hand and massage people back. And he said, that had nothing to do. He said, that's not healing. That don't release people's stress or tension. And he taught me, I need to start from my heart. I need to open my heart and let the love from my heart connect to my hands. When I do that, I bring out the best loving compassion and transmit that energy to the person. If I can tune inward like that, my touch would melt everything. Yeah. So let me say it again. We need to bring out the best on everything we do and everything and every situation when we encounter. We always have to be the best. We have to be the best for the person. We are there to share our love. We are there to transmit the healing energy to the person. Now, let me ask you, just say you have an illness, you have a disease, you need to heal yourself. Don't you tune inward, connect to your heart, and send your love to that part of the body? Don't you apply to love what you do what you love, bring out the best on everything you do and every situation you encounter. It could be for somebody else, it could be for yourself. Lately, I heard people complaining about their illness. And all I heard is from here. I don't feel like they are tuning in to love themselves, to care for themselves. All I heard was just fear, 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 anxiety, anxiety, and anxiety. When you live a life like that, you don't go far, my friends. You need to have a passion. You need to love what you do. You need to know to bring out the best every situation for yourself and for others. You need to pay attention on what you say. If you open your mouth and you focus on negative energy, you are waking up the negative energy. But if you open your heart and you focus on love, focus on wellness, focus on being the best, for others and for yourself, you will go very far. So when you have a chance, take your time, listen, watch this video more than 1 or 2 times. I really believe the illness in me, before I realized how the universe connect and send me that message, I felt like, oh, this blockage is tragic. I just need to get rid of it, clear it out, that's it. But when I listened to the Holy Spirit and I went home and I practiced, I passionately practiced, and I just have faith, and I know if that is the message sent to me, I will be at my best for myself. I love myself. I care about myself. If I don't love myself, if I don't care for my own healing and wellness, how can I love my family? How can I care for my children? How can I carry on and help my clients? We need deep listening. We need deep listening. When the universe sends us a message, there's a lot of wisdom in that. And every single person that I know that went through a healing crisis, and when they finish with that, when they completely heal themselves, they totally transform themselves so deep, so deep. And they already vibrate so high, and they connect to the Holy Spirit. So my suggestion for you is tune inward. Practice to sit in stillness. Practice deep breathing. Deep breathing helps us to connect to the divinity. Deep breathing helps us to connect to the Holy Spirit. When you connect with your breath, you reconnect yourself, body, mind, and spirit as one. You reconnect your thought, your mind, to your heart, your soul. So please focus on that. Whatever happened in our body, that is our own responsibility. Yes, nobody caused the suffering for us. We cause our own suffering. If that blockage know how to get to our body, there is a chance. If we tune inward, we will know how to help it to release. So take your time, sit in stillness, and wisdom will come to you. Miraculously healing will connect with you. On the last video, in the May video, several people wrote to me, and this man, he said that if I could please share my healing journey. He wants to know more about me. He doesn't share on my YouTube channel, but he sent me a private message and tell me what I share on my YouTube channel. And I don't have many active exercise on there. So he just practiced what I share on my YouTube channel, and he also practiced what other teachers share with them. And he did it. He had prostate cancer. And when he wrote to me, he said that was 45 days he practiced Qigong. And he said that it was very powerful for him. Very, very powerful for him. So, for a man doing that is very powerful. Very powerful. For the last couple of months, in our Qigong practice group, I have been doing, or I should say, we have been practicing very diligently, and we also did a lot of group healing. And again, this is not just me, everybody in the group. Everybody in the group. So if you practice diligently and your illness don't get better, instead it gets worse, why is that? I'd like you to sit in stillness. Pay attention. Pay attention to your thought. And I mean, in May, our newsletter, I talk about connect to our senses, our mind, our eye, our nose, our mouth, our ear, because these are the areas that bring in the troublesome, right? So we have to pay attention to our thought. How was our thought? How did our thought affecting our practice? How? Do you love what you do? Do you do what you love? Do you bring out this wisdom on everything you do and every situation you encounter? How were your emotions? If you practice all of this, but the illness continue to get worse, I don't need to know more. I just know right away your emotion affecting your emotion affecting the way you practice. So you need to deepen your practice, transforming your thought, transforming your mind. The doctor, whatever the test he does for you, whatever he tried the best for you, he does his job. I just want to remind you there are many ways for healing. Miraculous healing. Some people, they are already at stage 4 and they still can heal themselves if they know how to turn on the green light and change their thought. So please think about that. Okay? Now, the people that asked me to share about my healing journey, that knot on my neck. And again, I'm just humbly say this to you. I clear that big block the size of a golf ball in 3 weeks. How did I do that? Was it because I'm better than other people? I don't think so. My only reason that I could do that is because I have faith, I have confidence, and I know if my client did could do it, I better focus and practice. And I practice days and nights, many hours a day, straight for 2 weeks. I don't mean everything could be clear in 3 weeks. No, I don't. And you know how you, the last year or so, you met me and how I was coughing and how I finally release everything. So depend is everything have a lot to do with our thinking, our determination, our commitment, our faith, and our belief. So we need to focus and clear and heal ourselves. So here, let me name a few things that happened to me and I was able to heal myself. 2 times frozen shoulders, very severe. And the first time I was able, the first time when the frozen shoulder happened to me, my arm was totally stuck to my body. I could not hardly move. And I was supposed to release the frozen shoulder and come back to work in 7 days. And as you might know, frozen shoulder, it normally takes a long time, from 6 months to 2 years. Some people even longer than 2 years. And I did it in 7 days. I did it in 7 days because I do have the faith and the confidence. And you know how when you can heal one thing on your body, when you face with something else, you know you could do it. So right now I'm saying it just like I'm very determined, but I'm telling you, when the frozen shoulder happened, I say to myself, okay, Lynn, you think you can do everything? Prove that you can clear your frozen shoulder. And I'm telling you, I am a single parent. I'm the only person that bring income home. And you know, massage is a very labor intense career. And at that time, I did have and have qigong, body work, and massage. And I don't know anybody that can clear frozen shoulder in 7 days. I did it. I did it twice. And then the third time, the minute I start to feel it, I already know. So here, let me give you a key. Whatever happened to your body, I like you to tune in to your emotion. Feel your emotion, where it is at. Heal your emotion first, and then the physical illness will just clear out. So just say if you have cancer and you're having a hard time to heal your cancer, that is because you still have the emotion inside you. You haven't healed. And now some people, they completely heal themselves. They clear their cancer. And then a few years later, the cancer come back. It came back violently because your emotion was just affecting your well-being. So focus on healing your emotion. Very important. Okay, so here the frozen shoulders and the neck thing were I have torn meniscus on both of my knees. First it was first it was the right knee, and then it was the second one with the left knee, and it happened at two separate times. I am telling you, I feel the blessing from the universe. Again, I am just like a chicken. I don't go to the doctor, but I like to heal myself. And with diligently practicing Qigong, my torn meniscus both grow back. Yes. So that is just to name a few, and there's more. And I don't say this to anybody. I don't say this, but that is what it is. And you can see now I am vibrant, I am happy, I love life. But when I was in depression, nobody know because I didn't tell nobody. But I was long time depression. Depression is the number one killer. Qigong have helped me to heal my depression. So I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it too. Okay? So there are a few things that I like to share with you. I like to share with you. Now, at the beginning, I told you, I saw all of my master, Qigong master. I learned with quite several masters. Every single one of them, as they heal themselves, they commit the rest of their life, focus on the teaching. They have so much love in their heart. Their heart is so open, and they just want to see less suffering. They want to see healing happen to people. If we see that, I see that in every single one of them. I am not a master, but I like to live the life of the master. So I am myself. I also devote myself. I like to be powerful, not because of the ego, but just because I care so much. I care so much, and I like to see my friend, my community. I like to see everybody heal well. I like to share my journey with everyone. Because of that, I am willing to step out of my comfort zone, commit myself to the practice. It is very important to me. Very important. Healing, you need to, I really believe, at the beginning, we need to go for training. We need guidance from a master, from a teacher, teaching us, helping us with our journey. But as we learn the practice, there be time. There be time. We need to set ourselves free. Healing is a journey that at times you don't have to be alone. But at times you need to be alone. You need to deepen your practice. And then there be time. Whatever you learn, you need to let go. Start out your own journey and practicing your own practice. You need to get to that point in order to roll wings and fly. Thank you so much, my friends. I wish you the best for June and for the rest of your Qigong healing journey. See you the next time. I love you. Bye bye.